Alrighty, so we're looking at perimeter of composite shapes. So we've done perimeter, we reviewed that. We just said it's, in general, the sum of all the sides of a shape. Well, a composite shape is just any figure made up of more than one shape. So you might see something like this. A square or rectangle type shape with a semicircle in the end. So essentially you have half a circle and a square, or you might see something like this, square with a triangle. Essentially it's just something made up of multiple shapes. Could be a couple squares. Okay, these are all different types of composite shapes. The dimensions, just for terminology, dimensions are straight line measurements such as length, width, base height, and radius. In general, those words are arbitrary. They don't matter. The length, and we mentioned this before, the length and width of this shape here, this one here, if we call that length and width, because width goes long ways here, if we turn it, well, now all of a sudden the length and width have changed positions. So length and width don't really matter. Length, width, base, height, those are all interchangeable terms. The only one that matters of our general terms, or only two I should say, are radius and diameter. Radius and diameter are specific to circles. Radius is the distance from the middle of a circle to the edge, and the diameter is twice the radius. That's the only two. So otherwise, length, width, and base and height and things like that, they don't matter. Which side we call which, or if we use which terms we use. Again, you could use terms like apple and banana if you felt like it. They would just might be confusing because those are fruits. Anyways, to find the perimeter of a composite shape, we add up all the sides. That's it. Now, do note, not all the sides may be labeled, and you'll have to find them. So we'll have a few examples here of that. We want to find the perimeter of the given figures. So in this first case here, I'm given this shape here, a bunch of right angles. This is 7 across here. This is 11 meters. I don't know the length of this side. 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 So how am I going to find the perimeter if I don't know like 4 of the lengths? Well, because these are right angles and these sides are parallel to each other, if this drops straight down to here, the distance from here to here, so all the way across here, I'm going to make a square here, to go from this corner to this corner, what would be the same as this? So that would be 7. So this side and this side should total up to 7. And because this side is parallel to this side, because they're at right angles to each other, this total distance from here to here should be the same as this. So that's going to be 11. So really, in this case, with this notch cut out, the perimeter is equal to 7 plus 11 plus 7 plus 11. Or 2L plus 2W if you want to treat it like one giant rectangle. But we can add all that up. The perimeter will be 7 and 11 is 18. 18 plus 18 is going to give us 36. And in this case, our perimeter is in meters. So we use that idea that these sides will be the same length because these are at right angles to each other to find that, to determine those missing values. So that's one way to find missing values. There's some other ways. Here we have a setup where we're given some values. If we just draw this in here like this, that only accounts for that side, but not these two extra sides here. So there's a couple ways to solve this one. Remember, the little ticky means that things are the same length. So these are both 6 feet. And because all these are running parallel to each other, this will be 30. Or sorry, 30 inches. I bet you I meant that to be inches because 6 feet and those are inches. That seems weird. So let's change those to inches as well. So we got 30 inches on either side. We got 6 because those match. These are all 5 inches and 5 inches. Well, that was easy. So now we just add them all up. We have 45. Perimeter equals 45 plus 30 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 30. So we add up all those numbers. Okay, make sure you got them all. Count them, double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got them all. Great. And we'll just add them up. We got 45 plus 30 is going to be 75. 75 plus another 5 is going to give me 80. 80 plus 6 is going to give me 86. 86 plus 5 is going to give me 91. 91 plus 6 is going to give me 97. 97 plus 5 is going to give me 102. And 102 plus 30 is going to give me 132. You can use your calculator if you wish. Mental math, never bad to practice. That's it. We found the perimeter. One more. Here we got looks like essentially a semicircle here, so half a circle on top of a rectangle of sorts. So this side here, 14 meters. This side here, 10 meters. This side's the same. This is also 10 meters. But what about the perimeter around the circle? Well, it's half a circle. And we know the formula for a circle is circumference equals pi d. Well, what's the diameter? Well, this side should be 14 meters. Now be careful, don't use this side later on. But we're going to use it right now. 3.14 times 14. So the circumference of the circle is 3.14 times 14. That's 43.96. But here's the problem. We don't need the circle. The circle would include something down here. We don't have that. We only have half a circle. So let's divide that all by 2. So it's divided by 2, divided by 2, and divided by 2. So when we divide that by 2, we're going to get ourselves 21.98. So that's the distance around here, 21.98 meters. Now we can add up all our sides and get the perimeter of this shape. So perimeter equals 21.98 plus 10 plus 14 plus 10. Note, I did not add this 14 here. Do not add that into the perimeter. That is inside. That was just a temporary use for finding the circumference of our circle. Anywho, we're going to add all this up. 21.98 plus 10 is 31.98. 31.98 plus 14 is going to give us 45.98. 45.98 plus 10 is going to give us 55.98 meters. Feel free to use your calculator, but always try at least to do some mental math. So that is the perimeter of composite shapes. Just a matter of finding out those missing sides, adding them all up.